So I have a boyfriend now. His name is Josh. And he's a Christian, which is wild because, like, I've never dated a religious person in my life, you know? So this was, like, completely bizarre to me. One. I'm very flexible. If you want me to do this and this, whatever, when it comes to religion, because it's important to you, I'm okay with that because it's not that important to me.
Yeah, I think that's great.
If you had to fake it to keep him, would you do that?
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Big Mood. My cat's going crazy. Nibbler, can you fucking chill for like one episode?
He got it. Good job.
Holy shit, original crew.
OG crew.
When's the last time we had that? In Austin was the last time.
Yeah. July.
Holy shit.
Early July.
A long time.
Like the 1st of July.
For those of you who are listening and not watching, original crew, sound off. Who is it?
Tiff.
It's also me, Gina.
And Jess.
And Nibbler. And Nikki.
That's the original crew. Yeah, he's the original crew now.
You guys are matching too with the spots.
Nikki and Nibbler. You give me my stand-in.
Yeah.
Hi.
Exactly. That's what I said.
He's giving us 2 cents.
He runs his company now. Huh, Nibbler? Oh, God, you've ruined my life.
That explains it.
Anyways, hi. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for coming back and joining us in this episode. Listen, it's me. I like to judge other people. So we're going to do an episode where we pull threads from the relationship advice subreddit.
All right.
And we're going to judge other people because that's what we do best. Yeah, that's what we do best.
I'm a judge
judge
like
people.
this.
Yeah.
Cross-eyed every time.
Cross-eyed with your nose all stuck.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it for the audio listeners. That's why.
So I pulled a bunch of threads from the relationship advice subreddit. I don't know what's in these topics. I'm going to be reading it off and fucking finding out the same time you guys are.
All right.
And we're going to try to give advice, even though we're probably not the best people, but fuck it. Judging other people is fun. That's what we're going to do. So,
I'm okay with giving unsolicited advice.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
If they take our advice, it's on them.
All right. The first one is, overheard my boyfriend's friend bragging about messing with his girlfriend's birth control pills. How do I tell her?
What?
Oh, no.
Well, make sure she heard the right information first, because
what could be the wrong one?
like if a guy's just joking around, like you know, if you're joking, me and Gina are joking, like poke some holes in his condom, or whatever, like it's just a joke, but then the guy overhears and goes, "Oh, she's poking holes in your condoms, bro." It's like.
Yeah.
It was a joke. Yeah.
All right. So I'm a 20-year-old female. My boyfriend is 23-year-old male. My boyfriend is whatever. And everyone else is around our age as well. I was at my boyfriend's apartment this weekend and so were 2 of his friends. I'll call them friend 1 and friend 2. All 3 of them were in the living room watching TV while I was sitting in the kitchen, which is right next to the living room. There's a wall separating the 2 with this door-like opening, and you can hear what happens in the living room from the kitchen. I had been sitting there for around 30 to 40 minutes, just scrolling through my phone and texting a few people here and there. The guys were watching some sport and talking loudly. They were talking about all kinds of stuff, and I didn't pay much attention to their conversation. Out of nowhere, friend 1 tells my boyfriend and friend 2 how he had been messing around with his girlfriend's pills. Friend 2 asked what pills he was talking about, and friend 1 said birth control pills. Friend 2 went on to say, dude, that's messed up. And my boyfriend said, yeah, man. They didn't sound outraged or anything, and it sounded like friend 2 was slightly chuckling when he said that. And that was it. They all
like, oh man, that's
fucked up.
Yeah.
And that was it. They all started talking about something completely different as if nothing happened while I sat in the room next to them in disbelief. I decided to sit there for a little bit because I felt like it would be awkward if I walked by them right after what just happened. I heard someone coming towards the kitchen, so I put on my AirPods and I pretended that I was busy listening to something. It was friend 2 getting a beer out of the fridge, and I acted like I had to take off my AirPods to hear what he was saying. I'm in such disbelief and grossed out. I feel like that's a huge violation. I want to tell friend 1's girlfriend, but the thing is, I'm not close to her. I've met her before when my boyfriend and I would hang out with them, but we've never exchanged numbers or followed each other on social media. She's very pretty and seems like a nice person. I want to tell her, but I feel like she won't believe me. I feel like this will turn into a...
What does messing with her pills mean, though? Because, like, what if it's just, like, he wants to try the sugar pills part? Because that part's kind of like, oh, does it really taste like sugar? I don't know. I used to think that. But I want to know, like, so he wants to get her pregnant?
Yeah, that's what that sounds like.
Yeah. I feel like this will turn into a he said, she said situation. I doubt she's going to believe someone who's known who she's known for less than a year and met less than a handful of time over her long-term boyfriend of many years. I'm kind of paranoid and I'm on birth control as well. So for a split second, I did wonder, quote, do I need to be worried about my boyfriend? And I immediately felt guilty. I know we can be friends with people who are different from us. And just because a friend does something doesn't mean we do it. But we've been best buddies since high school, and I've heard plenty of stories about their high school days and how they should always cover for each other. From what I've been told, it was mostly my boyfriend covering for friend one, who was basically a fuckboy in high school. My boyfriend explained that he did that because he was young, stupid, and whatever, the bro code. We all aren't the same people we were in high school, so I never really cared about those stories. But yeah, the thought did cross my mind for a split second. How do I tell the girlfriend of friend one about this without having it blow up in my face? How do I make her believe me when I have zero proof?
Why is she so worried about her believing her? First of all, I would be like, look, I know you don't know me, and this is going to sound really fucked up, but I just think you should know this, like, as a fucking woman to woman. Like, I heard them joking, and he was saying that he was like fucking with your pills.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't have to believe me. It's fine. This is probably going to be shocking to you. I just want you to know that I did hear that. You need to know this.
But I think she should also clarify with the boyfriend, like, exactly what happened in that conversation. It's easy to overhear a conversation and think you know the pieces of it. I don't know.
Especially if
Just
she's like
seems
kind of
kinda
tuning
weird.
in and out.
Yeah, exactly. And it just seems kind of a weird thing to bring up out of nowhere, and then like the two guys are like, oh, that's fucked up, man, and then they move on. Like, I don't know. I just would want to clarify with my boyfriend, like,
What do you think
did your
he's
friend
saying?
say that like he messed with his girlfriend's birth control pills?
But they need cover for him. So she's saying that she
Okay,
can't
so
really
then at that
trust
point,
him.
I wouldn't feel right like saying this definitely happened when I don't know for sure.
You can also say,
that
I don't know for
information.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
for
heard
sure,
this
but
is
I
what he
feel
said.
like you might need to know. He might be trying to
So then you
entrap you.
Then
and
you
get
can
you
go the other way.
pregnant.
Then so she asked the boyfriend, "Hey, did you mess with my pills?" And he goes, "Oh, I was joking. Like I said, blah blah blah." Like no matter which way you go, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's someone's gonna cover for it. So at least like make sure you have the right information first. I guess that's the boat I would be in.
Oh man, but like, how many ways can one possibly fuck with?
Otherwise,
birth
you're the
control?
girlfriend that like messed up a weird friendship that didn't need to be messed up. Like,
I think I would risk that for
Yeah.
someone who says like, oh yeah,
If someone's messing with someone's
yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
pills,
If that's
yeah.
really what's happening, but
Yeah.
so I would just
Even on the off chance that it's not happening and I look like a dumbass, because especially
Yeah.
now women can't even get abortions in a lot of states.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would
Yeah.
I would put
I
my
would take
foot
the
in my
risk
mouth.
too.
And I don't think guys would discuss things like that randomly. Just be like, oh, I fuck with my girlfriend's birth control
yeah, that's why I
pills,
think
you know?
it's
Like,
kind of weird. Like maybe there was a joke
They-
on TV or
I
something
don't
like
put
that.
it past
like,
them, honestly.
I think they probably thought it was awkward and didn't know how to confront
Yeah,
him about
yeah.
how fucked up that was.
That's
so
why
they were just like,
oh, fucked up.
they were like, oh man, yeah. Like,
I-
how do you confront someone who's doing something fucked up like that? That's your best homie. Like,
yeah,
that's weird.
That's a risk I'm willing to take. It's like, I don't know if they were joking or not. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you
just
anyways.
keep your pills locked up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't leave them around where your boyfriend can touch them.
Because
But also
what
a conversation
possible
to have with the boyfriend. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
you
are
need
you
to talk to
trying
him.
to get me pregnant?
yeah,
Like,
that's
why?
exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's the benefit? Is like if he wants a baby with her and she doesn't want. I don't
Yeah.
understand the benefit. Like that's why I would want to make sure that
Well,
I
she was
have
saying like she's so beautiful or something. Maybe he feels
Okay.
like he can't get anyone better, so he needs to trap her somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just seems like a lot of conjecture.
That's just
Maybe I'm
weird.
just playing devil's advocate. It just seems like a lot of like there's no whys. Like why there's no. I don't know. There's a lot of gaps in this story. I would want to know like the details of what happened. And if you can't get that from the boyfriend, then I just wouldn't want to make those assumptions and kind of butt my nose into someone else's business without really knowing what they were even talking about.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about the other way. Like, what if I sat here and told you guys like I've been fucking with Josh's condoms? I put
Yeah.
holes in them.
I would think you're fucking crazy.
Psycho.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I feel like it's the equivalent the other way around, you know? So it's like I would probably tell my friend if I heard like if Jess had a boyfriend and they were like, oh yeah, I've been fucking with her birth control, I would run immediately Oh, well, then again, you're like my close friend. What if
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like,
So then what if your boyfriend overheard the conversation and was like, hey, I heard your friend say she poked holes in her boyfriend's condoms. Like, is that, did she really do that?
do you think Steve would? Like, if we were sitting around, right? Like, if Steve knew my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And we were sitting around, I'm like, yeah, I've been poking holes in condoms. I've been fucking with it. Do you think Steve would tell my boyfriend?
I don't know.
I feel like Steve would have a conversation with you.
Case? Yeah,
I feel like that should be the first step. Like, it depends like how close. Maybe first step is go to the boyfriend, be like, did he really say that? And see what happens, just like what Nikki was saying. I agree with that. And then see how that pans out. And if it pans out in a way where you feel the need
uncomfortable,
to, you need to like
your intuition will tell you if he's fucking covering shit.
Hold on, can I pull a case in here?
Oh, he's with the baby right now. He's trying to put the baby to sleep.
I want to ask Case and be like,
yeah,
if you heard me saying, oh yeah, I've been fucking with the condoms, I wonder if
that's a good question, because Casey's like the least confrontational person ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he would, honestly. I feel like he'd probably just ask me to talk to you or something like, hey, wait, I just heard this. Weird. It's really awkward.
Yeah, did I hear right?
Yeah.
Because that's really fucked up. Not just like, haha, that's fucked up.
But
it's
yeah,
like,
and then
that's really fucked up.
If the boyfriend ends up covering for her, though, like let's say she does talk to the boyfriend, she has an intuition feeling he's covering for the friend. I would be really concerned for
my boyfriend.
The relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and also I would then advance it to speak to the girlfriend at that point. I would even skip the friend, because if my boyfriend's already covering for him and I feel like he's covering for him, obviously the dude's gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the girlfriend at this point and be like, hey, I'm already like not sure about my own relationship, so I have nothing to lose here. You should know that your boyfriend was joking about this.
Yeah. I think fucking with any sort of birth control is really fucked
absolutely.
up.
But I would just want to make sure that he was actually talking about doing that, like really doing that, not like a joke in passing about like, oh, what if I did this,
Yeah. I'd be like, for me personally, it's like, I'm fucked up. Like, I make stupid jokes all the time, but I have never come across a situation where I just like randomly bring it up.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey guys, I poked holes in my condoms.
But you wouldn't randomly bring it up like if it was serious either. Like, like these are really young kids too. They're like 21 through 23, like early 20s.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just like dumb frat guy, like college guys. I don't know if, and probably not even in a fraternity, just that age group. I don't know if they're like, what would be the purpose to get her pregnant? Is that the purpose? Like, I just don't get the context of like what messing with the pills even means. So I would want to make sure that like I heard correctly and what my boyfriend has to say about that. And if the boyfriend's like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but he's doing this, then I'm going to tell the girl like immediately. But if the boyfriend's like, oh no, he was just like, he was being a dumbass and joking about like whatever was happening in the commercial, then I'm like, oh shit, oh, thank God. I thought that you guys were actually messing with
I think like nowadays with like guys, there's no guy that would be willing to like, I just want to get this bitch fucking pregnant.
Exactly. That's why it's weird to me.
Yeah.
Especially at that age. Like,
yeah, 20. Exactly. So the top comment.
I feel like there's a very severely damaged person who has like crazy attachment issues or abandonment issues.
There's guys
like,
that would
totally see that.
I'm not saying it's off the table. I just would want to like, just odd. It's like, especially before jumping to conclusions, I would kind of just want to really clarify that that's
the backstory that she added though about him being a fuckboy and like.
Yeah, but if he's a fuckboy, he wants to stay a fuckboy, not a dad.
But usually if you like analyze like why fuckboys are fuckboys is because they're severely insecure and they have attachment issues, like abandonment issues, like. And then maybe he got past the part of like, I want to go cycle through so many girls. Now I want to trap this girl.
Like, what if it was a joke? Like, how are you going to keep this girl? And I was like, I don't know, fuck with her birth control pills, something like that. And then they're like, oh, that's fucked up, bro. And then they move on. Like, it's not a real thing. It's just like, I don't know. I'm a dumbass. I don't know how to keep her.
Yeah.
I don't know. And look, this is a really dangerous subject. If someone actually is messing with someone's medication or birth control pills, it just seems like an odd circumstance, and I would just want to make sure that what I heard was actually what was happening before I interfered with someone else's relationship that I have no connection to.
Like in my group of friends, if I heard that shit, even if I just heard like the last few sentences or last few words, I'm telling you, because I don't want you to have babies with this motherfucker. Anyways, top comment says, I wouldn't say this is an easy conversation, but definitely a necessary one. Even if he was lying about messing with her pills, I would simply tell her what you heard and recommend she check her pills. I would tell her that it's something you only overheard and wasn't said directly to you, but wanted to let you know. That way it won't blow up in your face, and it won't blow up in your face if it's not true. Either way, if it blows up in your face, fuck them all. The responsible thing is to tell her. No one needs to surround themselves with people who are not ethical. So the worst that happens is you find more friends that have ethics, which is true.
Yeah, if you were going to tell the girlfriend, I would preface it with like, hey, I like...
This could be total bullshit.
Might have been something I just... completely misconstrued, but just in case,
I'm just worried about you. But also, like, what could he be doing? Because like, if you're taking your pill every day, right? Like, even if he took some of them out, like if you took a short week, right? Like if I took 4 pills instead of 5, and then continued with the next week's pill, it's like, what could he be doing to get her pregnant?
Yeah,
like I don't know. Like she knows to take it every day at fucking noon or something, right? So then like, what could you possibly do to them?
Maybe she keeps forgetting, like, did I take it today? And then he takes it out. Like, oh yeah, you took it. I saw you take it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
It's just a lot of
It's just a really weird situation.
Yeah. To me, this isn't really like a relationship advice thing. It's like just a really bizarro
dilemma.
Advice.
This is a really weird moral dilemma.
If I heard even like a hint of like, I fucked with her pills, I'm telling all y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably start fucking,
you wouldn't be putting on the AirPods. You'd be like, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
repeat
that. I would definitely walk in that room and be like, excuse me, sir, what was that joke that you just made?
Oh, you were kidding? I'm going to call up your girlfriend right now. Explain.
Yeah, like, I think that's the point.
Different.
That's the point. Like,
you
when
can't remember what it was like in high school. Like that's,
or in your 20s.
Yeah, but they're basically right out of high school.
Yeah.
Well, that's why like I think they seek advice from the internet, right? Because they're like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? It's like, adults need to tell you that this is really fucking serious. Potentially. Maybe it's nothing.
The holidays can create even more waste than usual. Each year, Americans throw away 25% more trash from Thanksgiving to New Year's. Well, what if we told you there was a way to get all of your holiday shopping done without the guilty feeling over the waste that typically comes with it? Well, meet Blue Land. The holidays are upon us. Food, friends, family, and cleaning? Yeah. Well, our loved ones can be a bit messy, and more mess equals more waste, but not with Blue Land, because Blue Land is on a mission to eliminate single-use plastic by reinventing cleaning essentials to be better for you and for the planet. And for this holiday season, Blue Land is having its best sale of the year, so you can save and shop sustainably for your friends, family, and even for yourself. The idea is really simple. You just grab one of the beautiful Forever bottles. Mine is, well, there's like different colors for each room, but there's like a pink one, there's a blue one that I use for the mirror, the glass products, a pink one for the bathroom, a yellow one for the countertops in the kitchen. Anyway, you fill it with warm water, and then you drop in a tablet, and then you get to cleaning. And refills start at $2. Then you don't have to buy any new plastic bottle every time you run out. You can just get another tablet, and it's $2 plus the hot water in your sink. You can even set up a subscription, or you can buy in bulk, so you never run out of the products that you use the most. From cleaning sprays to hand soap to toilet cleaner and laundry tablets, all Blue Land products are made with ingredients that you can feel really good about. Try their Clean Essentials kit, which has everything you need to get started in signature scents such as iris agave, fresh lemon, and eucalyptus mint. Plus, for a limited time, Blue Land's hand soap is getting a festive upgrade with a beautiful chocolate box-inspired gift set with cozy scents like evergreen, winterberry, and peppermint. I love all of my Blue Land products, and I didn't even know that laundry detergent could be in tablet form, but it's so convenient, and their little tins are so cute to keep everything in. I definitely like having it around my home. To take advantage of their best sale of the year, go to blueland.com/bigmood. You won't want to miss this. blueland.com/bigmood. That's blueland.com/bigmood. BIGMOOD.
The next one says, my fiance has changed his preferences to directly fit into the female coworkers of him. Am I paranoid?
Explain, girl.
Wait, what?
He likes everything that all the girls at the office like?
All of a sudden?
I'm all of a sudden into fucking Colts football. Does that make you feel weird?
I'm all of a sudden into Andrew Tate.
Her face.
Even though they fucking can't score any points. Does that make you feel weird?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. We should bully them together.
All right, this says...
Context. Nikki's husband is into the Colts.
A huge Colts fan.
All right, so it says... Please, if I'm being paranoid, be blunt about it. I do have a history of paranoia simply due to shit I've been through, and sometimes I can't tell if I'm acting out of line. Okay. I'm a 30-year-old female, been with Matt, 29-year-old male, for 6 years. This all started like 6 months ago.
Okay.
He changed. Your intuition's right. Let's go.
He gets a new job after being unemployed for a while due to mental health and starts working with a 23-year-old female named Chrissy. He talks about her just like he talks about all his other employees. No suspicious behavior in the beginning, but then shit just changes quick. Like, he is not a dog person at all and has expressed multiple times that he never wanted one. But all of a sudden, out of the blue, he, quote, needed a dog. And was constantly looking up photos of dogs or watching TikToks of dogs. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, we now have a dog.
What?
The connection there is that Chrissy brings her 3 dogs to work every day and only posts on social media about how much of a dog mom she is and how she can't trust anyone who doesn't like dogs or can't be with anyone who doesn't like or have /doggos.
Yep.
Second thing, Matt doesn't drink often, and when he does, he is strictly a whiskey drinker. He hates anything pumpkin flavored and hates beer. He all of a sudden started liking some pumpkin
beer.
Pumpkinhead beer every single weekend. This was shortly following Chrissy posting on Facebook about how being upset because she ran out of Pumpkinhead and had to drink a different beer or whatever. I only know her
he's
posts.
like you. He's like the guy from you.
Yeah. He's fucking creeping me out right now. And she's 23 and he's 29.
Yeah.
He's like about to be 30.
But they started dating when she was 24.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, 6 years.
He's pulling a Leo, but like a you version of Leo.
Yeah.
How is she like telling this up and be like, yeah, I need advice? Girl, run.
Yeah,
what?
You were correct.
Because young girls can't fucking let it go. They think they too many red flags.
I only know her post because she added me on Facebook some months ago, so I know that she likes Pumpkinhead.
And I wonder if he had an issue with this.
He has started working late. His buddy George is always there, which I know for a fact, but so is Chrissy. He also talked to his other buddy about Chrissy on more than one occasion in my presence, and it's all become rather infuriating on my end because I'm tired of constantly hearing her name, and I'm tired of constantly piecing shit together that directly connects his behavior to his way of living.
Yep.
So I questioned him about it. I asked, why is he always talking about her? Why he got a dog after meeting her and finding out she loves dogs to the highest degree, and why he all of a sudden started drinking her favorite beer and flavor when he absolutely hated it up until a month ago.
Wow.
He says, I'm making something out of nothing and that he has no attraction to Chrissy.
Gaslighting. You're crazy, babe.
Mm-hmm. He says, I'm being paranoid, but hasn't elaborated further. My friends think I'm being ridiculous because he is, quote, allowed to have female friends.
Wait, her own friends? It's not just a female friend. It's like, this is fucking gross behavior. This is stalker fucking shit.
And you need new friends, bitch. What the fuck?
She's got in-laws as friends.
Yikes.
I'm arguing the fact that he has twisted his life to go with her preferences since meeting her, which seems more than your normal friendly behavior.
Just slightly.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, I hang out with this girl sometimes after work or whatever. It's like, I'm altering my preferences.
Yeah. His personality is morphing into like what he thinks she wants.
Would like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's setting himself up to discard this first girl.
And what's so funny is she's probably not even into him at all.
Exactly.
Yeah. This girl's just living her life. Like, I got a dog and I drink beer, whatever. And this guy's like, I have a dog now.
And
I
also drink beer.
Creepy.
That's weird.
Yikes.
Yeah, she needs to dump this dude.
Fuck
Unfortunately, after 6 years, he needs to go.
Yeah, I think
also after that long and not like further committing, I don't know. That's me.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
old-fashioned, okay?
I'm not into the 6 years as a girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
And they're 30 now, so what's happening?
And these are like...
It took 5 years for us to get married, and I'm like, bro,
that was not a good idea, yeah.
These are like big changes from a guy who didn't want any dogs to all of a sudden, I want a dog.
Yeah. Or doesn't hates beer.
Yeah.
Will only drink whiskey snob.
That's sexually
people who
motivated.
drink beer. Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we all agree this dude's trying to get at her?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, let's try to be devil's advocate though, because I can't.
Unfortunately,
I can't.
I literally can't.
I
can't. What is it?
He's like made her feel crazy about this because.
And why are her friends saying?
I don't understand that part.
Yeah. That part is weird. So I'm like,
maybe she didn't describe all of the things. Like, just maybe she just told her friends, I'm kind of weirded out by this girl that he might be into. Yeah.
They might be like, oh,
because if she's been with him forever. This is a lot of detail.
That's a lot.
Yeah. The top comment says, you don't just go adopt a dog on a whim after proclaiming for years that you don't like them.
Yeah.
That's a fucking huge, second comment says, paranoia aside, I want to ask you how the relationship is aside from those actions of his. Does he make you happy? Does he respect you? I honestly find paranoia to be stronger when deep down he's unhappy or something is actually bothering you.
Yeah.
So even if you don't have tangible proof that he's trying to impress this girl, I do think it speaks volumes if you find the sudden changes to be more bothersome than anything.
Yeah.
Perhaps a sudden show of effort coming as a result of this girl and not because of you makes me wonder how hard he tries to be actively involved in your interests or show effort towards your happiness. Best of luck, OP or original poster, but don't be afraid to end things if he's not cutting it for you anymore.
Yeah. I think people get too scared to leave after so long, but then like
sunken
this
time.
This is some weird shit. His behavior is so weird. He's obsessed with someone else. It's over.
And then that makes me wonder too, like how they got together. Like, what if she expressed that she hates dogs? And then he was like, yeah, I hate dogs too.
He's just like doing whatever just to get with the girl.
Yeah. He has like no personality of his own.
That's the worst.
Hold on. Let me see if she
catfishes people to get with him.
Yikesies.
Let me see if she responded to any comments.
Well, she did say that he was unemployed due to some mental health issues too. Like, I mean, maybe there's something that makes him like need some validation or acceptance or something that he didn't actually work through during that time.
Like some borderline personality disorder type of thing. Like where you kind of suck in someone else's personality.
Yeah. So the consensus is basically like, this is not okay. This is weird. Someone says, I think it's time for you to part ways with this man. If he hasn't shagged her yet, then he most probably will in the future.
Trying.
Yeah. I don't think he'll get it.
No.
Another person says, you are not paranoid. None of these are a coincidence. He's definitely trying to get at her. Yep. So I think everyone agrees.
Chrissy will snuff it out. I don't know. When I was 23, a 30-year-old dude seemed really old. Honestly. If a guy was like changing those things, I think I wouldn't even notice because I wouldn't even be slightly attracted to them.
Him.
Yeah.
So
she needs to let him go, and it's very unfortunate that she spent that long with him, but that's okay. Like, not every relationship is supposed to be forever.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, I genuinely would, if I were in her shoes, I would genuinely be very skeptical of anything he shared with me about his personality, whether or not it was genuine.
Yeah,
where I'm like, did you do that to me?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I remember early on, the first relationship I ever got cheated on with, he came home, he's like, I want to show you the song, and it was completely different. The song was like a completely different genre than what he usually listens to. Yeah, and I'm like,
all of a sudden he's into like some sort of weird fucking classical music.
I'm like, well, this is weird. I never heard you listen. Where'd you find this? Oh, just a friend, and it turned out it was a girl he was cheating on me with. So it's like, this is kind of weird, dude.
It's weird that he would like bring that to you.
Yeah, why would you share that with me?
Like, I feel like it's guilt.
Yeah.
It's like some form of like guilt torture.
Like if I share it with you, then it's like, it wasn't
me like
exactly liking her. It's just me like I'm sharing this with my girlfriend. So it's just me liking a song. Yeah. Innocent.
Like he's trying to normalize it.
Yeah.
Which is fucking weird. But yeah, I would that's the fucking weirdest thing. I would not be okay with that. No. So I'm glad that she's noticing these things.
Yeah. Time to go, sister.
All right, the next one is
creepy.
My girlfriend's mother tried to embarrass me in front of her church, and when it backfired, she banned me from stepping foot in her house. This person is a male, 23 years old. The girlfriend is a female, 25 years old. Okay, so it says, so I started dating my girlfriend 5 months ago. She's religious, no sex until marriage. Leave. All right, next
Gina
topic.
has no time for that.
Yeah, next topic. Leave.
No
We're
time.
done. All right, end of the episode. Sorry. I'll see you guys next week. Anyways, religious, no sex until marriage, and I'm an atheist. I was raised in a church, but as I got older, I established my own views, and I just don't believe God is real. I know, very unlikely couple. Yeah. I don't fully know how it came about either, but it works for us. Around our 3-month mark, she wanted to meet my mother, but warned me that her mother is much more religious than her. The first time I met her, I actually went to church and we had Sunday dinner, and that's when I revealed to her family that I don't believe in God, and her mother became visibly upset, calling me a faker and saying how could saying how could I even go to church and be in our house if I'm not a God-fearing man, and even accused me of trying to taint her daughter. It was very tense, and since then her mother doesn't like me. Now my girlfriend and I had an agreement that I would go to church with her twice out of the month. I did because, of course, I respected her beliefs, and I know how happy me being there made her. God, this person has terrible grammar.
Yeah, I hate that.
Even if I did not care to hear what they were saying, she likes that I'm there.
Well, God punished them for not believing, so they're like, you don't get good grammar.
Right? A week ago, her mother invited me to church with them, and at their church, they have a segment where they welcome all the visitors and let them introduce themselves. Her mother took that opportunity to tell me to stand up and introduce myself and let the whole church know that I did not believe in God.
Wow.
I was very embarrassed and I did not like being called out, but I stood my ground and said, I don't believe in God. I'm only here for my girlfriend, and I know how much it means for me to be here and support her. And the preacher said, quote, whether it be God or love, I'm happy you're here and you're welcome anytime you like. Safe to say her mother did not like that, and when we got back to her home, she kicked me out and said it was very disrespectful for me to be there and that I was a faker for dating her daughter and going to church. When honestly, I just enjoy being there for my girlfriend. There's no ill intent. It doesn't bother me when she prays. I've never faked anything. The wild part is her mother is the only person in the family who has an issue with me. She supports and understands me the same way I do for her. She's the only girl I've ever dated that feels right for me because there's no crazy expectations. It's just nice, peaceful. I know this is going to hurt my girlfriend. She cries and prays about it.
Damn, that sucks. Because, like, the mom being that religious, no, you're not supposed to judge.
Well, also, you would think that she would, like, be okay with, well, he's not a believer now. Maybe if he's just exposed to it long enough, like, maybe he'll come around. Like, aren't you supposed, like, Christians are supposed to, like, prophetize or whatever, like, bring people in.
That's why the preacher was okay with it.
That's why. That's like why it doesn't make sense for she's a faker because she has no forgiveness, she has no patience, she uses
that as a weapon.
That's like that. She's not even being right in her own faith.
It's more of a control issue.
That's like literally the person that you go to and listen to every week is saying this is okay. You're being a bitch about it. What the fuck?
She probably doesn't like him for some other reason.
Probably.
I feel like that's the best, strongest reason she can come up with to manipulate her daughter into like getting rid of this one for whatever reason it is. I feel like there has to be something.
She's controlling her daughter.
Yeah.
In this
because
way.
For any Christian, like I've never met one that's not like, you'll come around. Like, I still want you, like, you'll come around, like if you hear the word of God, you'll come around, right? Like, they all fucking think that shit. They're just come every time. Just come. There's something else going on.
Yeah.
I know it.
Well, control issues for sure.
Absolutely.
Is she an only child? I wonder.
Top comment says, dude, the faker is your girlfriend's mother. She didn't invite you to church to get closer to her God or to be in support of her father or her daughter's beliefs. She invited you to her church to publicly embarrass and shame you in front of her congregation. It was a fake invitation. Luckily, the preacher knows this shit and wasn't having any of it. You and your girlfriend are old enough to speak for yourselves, so I wouldn't be taking any more shit from the real faker here, her mother.
Yeah.
So,
what's she doing to you?
We didn't talk about this because we didn't do a catch-up episode, but I have a boyfriend now.
Yeah. We didn't tell the podcast.
It's public. It's official.
Yeah, follow her on Instagram.
It's been official for a while.
She hard launched on Instagram.
Yeah, that's really weird. A hard launch boyfriend.
You actually revealing a man to the public.
She said his name earlier, if you guys caught it.
Yeah. It's so funny because even the people in the comments are like, let this be known. Put this down in history. Gina hard launched a man.
It's on the record now.
So I have a boyfriend now. His name is Josh. And he's a Christian, which is wild because, like, Antichrist Gina. Demonic
You literally
bitch.
are the reincarnation of the devil.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He can tame you.
Yeah. And actually, we had
the
a
power
conversation.
of Christ compels her.
We had a conversation where, like, we sat down, we talked, and I was like, how do you feel about me not being religious? And like, it was a very strange discussion because it was a lot of like, well, I was taught that if you're not a Christian, you will go to hell. And so I asked him and I was like, so do you believe that just because I don't believe in like Christianity and stuff, do you think I'm going to go to hell? And he was just like, I don't know, because I really don't know how everything works. I just know that I'm a Christian and it helped me get through life. And I asked him, I was like, do you accept me for not being a Christian? Or maybe like I will never convert and be a Christian. And he was like, yes, because I love you. And
because I want that pussy.
I think
that's just so
Gina,
good.
with your fuckboy face. I think there's something in the Bible that's like your love alone will umbrella your house or something like that, is like the umbrella like to the household. So like even if you're not, then like God is still going to whatever.
So I talked to my other Christian friends and I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about this. And they're like, no, what we are taught as Christians is that even if you have someone who's not a Christian, if you pray for them, they will make it into heaven. Yeah. And I talked to him about this too. He's like, I really don't know. Because he's not like a hardcore practicing all the time Christian.
Yeah. Like he didn't go to school for this shit.
Yeah. So it kind of sat with me kind of wrong. It's like, how can I be with someone who thinks that I'm going to go to hell? Yeah. You know? But then like I talked to him. I talked to my friends and they were like, no.
You're like, I talked to my pastor.
Right?
I talked to Satan.
Yeah. I called on the fucking Dark Lord. We chilled for a second.
What did he say?
He's like, I really don't know, but I know that I love you.
Yeah.
And I know that, you know, like
he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Like I don't know what's going to happen after death, but all I know is that I want to spend it with you.
Yeah.
And so like, it really did sit with me very strangely where it's like, how can I be with someone who thinks that I'm going to go to hell?
Yeah.
But he didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that.
He didn't also not say that. He's like, I really don't know how this.
He just said, I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. So
which I think is very honest.
So I talked to my my Christian friends, my really, really practicing friends, and they were like, no, in Christianity, it teaches you that even if someone doesn't believe, if you pray for them, they will be admitted into the gates of heaven. Because I remember, like, I asked him and I asked my girlfriends and everything. I was like, so if I showed up to the gates and I said, yo, Jesus, what's up? And I was like,
in your leather and
in my leather, my ball gag. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, I did not, you know, commit any atrocities in life. I helped people. I lived the best I possibly can. And I tried to be as good as I possibly can.
You're like, I'm following the Old Testament. Is that good enough?
Yeah. And like, do you think that he would just say straight up like, nah, dude, you're not going to come in here? Like, am I not? You didn't
follow the New Testament. You can't come in.
Yeah. Like, am I not allowed to enter the gates of heaven? Like, I didn't.
Fuck off.
Yeah. And so my boyfriend's like, I really don't know, but I do feel like, you know, it'll be okay because I love you. I'm going to pray for you and that's fine. I've never dated a religious person in my life, you know? So this was like completely bizarre to me.
One.
Yeah. So, but I want to understand. I want to know where your mindset is at. I was raised as a Buddhist, you know? So this was like really weird to me, but like we discussed it and it like we agreed that we have different beliefs, but it works out because all we want in life is to be good people.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, that's all Jesus wanted anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's, I think like every religion is just basically like just be a good person.
Yeah.
So this is like a really like I kind of resonate with this. Like,
yeah,
am I gonna burn in hell?
That's interesting. Okay, I like that. I like that you have that personal aspect because of going through that. Because I'm interested in that. Like, how that works out. Because for Steve and I, like we both agreed, like as long as your core life principles are in alignment, like it doesn't. We don't care about disagreeing over politics or religion or whatever. Like if the core life principle is there, then we can have discussions about why our perspectives are different on certain topics without like it compromising the love and the foundation of like where we want our lives to go. Yeah. And the life we want to build
together. The general execution of what your life looks like is still the same. Yeah. Like you're not doing anything that he's not doing.
Yeah. So like Josh and I sat down, like, we talked about it and it's like, you know what? Like, and he agreed to, it's like, you know what? It comes down to you tried your best to be a good person. That's how you get into heaven. We're good.
Well, and there's a judgment day up there. Like, it's not even for anyone on earth to judge. Like, and that's what I was saying with this freaking story with the mom judging. Like if you read the Bible and like that's what you believe, like, then your soul will go up to heaven and there's a judgment day and they tell you whether or not you made the cut. You know, like it's not really up to anybody on earth.
It's also not supposed to be based on acts anyway. It's like if that kind of Christian belief is typically, do you believe in Jesus and accept him as your savior, and that's what gets you into heaven is just your faith. It's not your acts. It's not what you do. You don't just be a good person to buy your way into heaven. So it's kind of like, it depends on what specifically he's believing in, but as long as he's like comfortable with like, hey, we're both just generally good people, and then like this is just my thing and you don't have it and I'm okay with that, and that seems fine. You know?
What do you think you would do if you were in the situation that this guy is in? Like if Josh's mom was feeling strongly about your lack of religious practices and Josh was like torn up about it, like how do you think you guys would handle it?
So I'm very flexible with my like religious whatever bullshit because I'm not a religious person, you know? Like one of my ex-boyfriends back then, he was like, it would really mean a lot to me if you went to church with me. I'm like, cool, I'll go to church with you. I was raised as a Buddhist, but I don't practice. But if it's important to you, then yeah, I'll go with you, you know? So I did go to church and I was like, it's not really my thing, but it was kind of cool because I connected with the people there. It was fucking dope. I'm very flexible. If you want me to do this and this, whatever, when it comes to religion, because it's important to you, I'm okay with that because it's not that important to me.
I think that's great.
If you had to fake it to keep him, would you do that?
Yeah, that's fine because religion to me is not important. And if I had to kind of fake it, be like, yeah, I'll go to church with you, that's fine.
If he was like, you need to get baptized.
Fuck it, I don't care. Like I don't really give a shit because it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not like a hard religious person where I'm like, no, I can't do that. That goes against my beliefs. Like I'm not that person at all. I don't really give a shit.
Would you feel like it's lying?
Probably. Like it would probably feel like it is lying. Like if you ever found out like, oh, you're not really a believer, I would probably feel bad about that.
Like, would you tell him that though?
Yeah.
Like, would you say like, hey, I'll get baptized for you if it means a lot to you, but you know, like it doesn't mean anything to me right now. Yeah. So like right now, you know, maybe it will in the future, but I don't know.
I think because I don't want to lie about that in my relationship because I know how important it is. I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh my god, yes, I'll get baptized because I love you. Like I or because you know I believe in Jesus.
Well, it doesn't mean anything if you don't believe it. So it'd be pointless. Yeah.
I think I would be very open about it. Be like, hey, this isn't really what I believe in, but if it's important for you that I get baptized, sure, I'll do it. I may not believe it
just 100%. So he knows like the context and why you're not because you're like some hardcore believer, but just because like, hey, you're doing this for me because it means a lot to me and doesn't mean that much to you. Yeah, just at least so no one's getting like swindled. Yeah, you know?
Yeah. Like, I don't think he would ask you to do that though, because then that wouldn't mean anything.
Yeah,
exactly. It's not an actual baptism.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend to be like
with Judaism, like they got to get circumcised to like convert or whatever. So it's like you know, even if it doesn't mean anything, you still have to get your penis cut a little bit.
Yeah, that's different from Christianity for sure.
I think I'll be open about it and be like, or I'll be honest about it and be like, hey, this doesn't really. I don't get it. I don't believe it. But if it's important to you, I'll do it. Fucking whatever. Dunk me in a bathtub. Yeah. Whatever, you know? But
it's difficult though, because in some churches they're like, you need to be like on the same page with your spouse, otherwise your household is gonna fall. So like there are certain like sects,
you go to classes,
religious sects where they're like
sex.
And if it's like to the point where he's like, oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't like you're not.
We can't be together. Yeah,
if you're not really a believer, then we can't be together. Then
you're not on the same page anyway.
Yeah. We're not on the same page. Yeah, this relationship's not gonna work out. I'm not gonna force it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But if you can accept that, hey, I'm doing this for you.
Yeah.
To make you happy, cool, we'll work out. But if it's
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. If it's that much of a problem, it's not going to work out, and I'm okay with that. You should be with someone who's very religious and believes
because it's that important.
Exactly.
To you.
Yeah, I don't want to take that away from you.
That's with anything in life.
Core values. Yeah, exactly. Like if the core, like the non-negotiables, aren't there, then it's not going to work. But if you guys have the non-negotiables in alignment, then everything else is just kind of like oh yeah, you can disagree and have discussions on it, but it's not a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
It can be hard to fit everything in, especially when it comes to luggage. With Bays, there's room for everything, even if you're an overpacker, which I am. And especially if you have children with you that you're packing, like me, I have a little baby that I need to pack a whole bunch of stuff for. And Bays is my most favorite luggage system that I've ever owned in my entire life. I'm such a huge fan of this brand. You guys have no idea. All of my luggage is Bays. I have 2 check-ins. I have 2 carry-ons. I have the Weekender. Like literally my entire family is just decked out in Bays. We are huge fans. So Bays was created by actress Shay Mitchell to make sleek and affordable bags, luggage, and accessories designed to help you travel effortlessly while still looking fashionable. Bays has thought of everything you could ever want in a piece of luggage. 360-degree gliding wheels, a cushioned handle, built-in weight indicator, which is my personal favorite because, like I said, I overpack. So I'm constantly keeping an eye on how much my luggage weighs, and I do not want to pay for overweight fees. So that little weight indicator is such a lifesaver. It also comes with washable bags for your dirty clothes and all the interior pockets that you need to keep organized. I especially love how one of the interior pockets is actually completely waterproof, so you can take a dip in your beach vacation right before hopping on the plane and throw your wet bathing suit in there, and you don't have to worry about it stinking up or wetting anything else in your luggage. Bays has really thought of everything. I love how completely efficient the entire system is. Their luggage comes in multiple sizes and colors, and for shorter trips, the Weekender bag is super functional and even has a place to store your shoes separately. I have the mini Weekender. Personally, I love this bag. It's my most favorite bag to travel with. It's so stylish and it's so spacious. Even the mini one, it's amazing. I love it. Every piece is made to look better with miles, so you don't have to worry about it in cargo or overhead. And Bays has over 30,000 5-star reviews. Whether you're packing for a quick trip or looking to breeze through the security line, Bays has your personal items covered. Right now, Bays is offering our listeners 15% off your first purchase by visiting baystravel.com/bigmood. Go to baystravel.com/bigmood for 15% off your first purchase. That's BEIS travel.com/bigmood.
So Case, come.
Oh, I'm like in it.
Oh, you want him in it?
We're gonna have a question for. We're gonna bring Casey in for Gina's question.
This was the first.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now that we have you. All right, Case. Say that you were sitting in the kitchen here and you heard me discussing with the girls. I'm like, yeah, I've been, I fucked with my boyfriend's condoms. I poked a hole through it. And then you hear nothing else.
That's
and we're like,
no details.
Like, oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, we just kind of chuckle and then move on.
And then we move on.
Yeah. Would you go tell my boyfriend?
Because you know Josh.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I think I would.
So
what would you say?
I would too.
What would be your plan of action?
How would you go about doing that?
Like, would you have thought she was joking, or
well, knowing Gina, I would assume it might be.
But
a
you kind of
joke,
don't. Maybe you don't really know
if
her.
everyone brushed it off and didn't
build
on the joke, I don't know. Then it would feel kind of real, I guess. I don't know.
After I said that, Tiff was like, "Oh, dude, that's really fucked up, man. What the fuck?" And Nikki's like, "Yeah, dude, that's not cool." Anyway, so fucking Keeping Up with the Kardashians is on TV. Let's watch it. Would you like? It's kind of like iffy.
Well, I
know if it's a joke or not.
Yeah, I would definitely talk to Tiff first. I would say. Mm-hmm. I would. Yeah. I wouldn't. I don't know if I would go to Josh directly. I would go to Tiff first and be, hey, I overheard a conversation you had with the girls, and
is Gina really fucking with the condom?
Was that a joke or was that real? And then I guess
Tiff's like, oh.
Then I would totally judge you if you were like, oh yeah, wasn't it so funny?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Okay,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What if Tiff was like,
you?
no, it was Gina. She's a little bit crazy, but I don't think
she's
she would
really
do it.
poking.
I don't think she would do that.
Oh, so Tiff doesn't know it's real
But
or not.
she's like kind of not super like.
Now what?
She's
changing
kind
the
of like,
scenario.
we're making it where it's not clear. You still feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Then what do you do?
Yeah, then what?
You're gonna go tell Josh?
Do you tell me to go talk to Gina? Do you go tell Josh? Like, what do you?
I do know Gina more than I know Josh. I'm more familiar with Gina.
Yeah, would you talk to Gina? All these are options.
And Gina's like,
I
would never do that.
Right?
Yeah, I would say I'd talk to Gina then.
But what if you don't really trust Gina and you're not that close with her?
then I talk to Josh.
Yeah.
I know these are all okay. So it's not a really accurate analogy because so in this scenario, it's like the girl overheard her boyfriend and his like college best friends, and they're all like 21 to 23 years old, joking around, and like out of nowhere, one of the friends is like, "Oh yeah, I messed with my girlfriend's birth control pills," and they're like, "Oh dude, that's fucked up," and then they just like moved on. And so the girlfriend doesn't know any of the guys and only knows her boyfriend.
That's really different though, because that messes with hormones
and doesn't doesn't know the girlfriend either. But like she overheard this thing and it sounded like they just were jokey about it and moved on.
Yeah.
So do you?
And also, there's like a history that that the girlfriend knows that her boyfriend would cover up for this guy who said he was messing with his girlfriend's pills in the past.
Well, cover up
for being a fuckboy in the past.
For being a fuckboy,
yeah, that is a really.
But so this guy's a fuckboy. So then what? Like, I was like, well, then why would he want to get his girlfriend pregnant? Like, what would that? Like, what's the end game there?
Can you think of any guy that would like want to get a girl pregnant against her will?
Yeah. No.
See, that's why I'm like, it kind of sounds like maybe it was a joke that got misconstrued. That I would want to clarify that it was actually real. That this guy was actually fucking with his girlfriend's pills, because to me it sounds like it was something like, oh, how are you gonna keep her? And he's like, I don't know, mess with her pills or something. And they're like, oh, that's fucked up. And then they move on. And like, so she didn't hear the whole conversation. And then I don't know. I mean, it is a dangerous thing if he really is fucking with her pills. Yeah. And then you would want to tell the girlfriend, but like, how many guys would do that at 23 years old? Like, what? They want to get the girlfriend pregnant, especially if this guy's a fuckboy. Like, he would want to fuck other girls.
A guy's mentality at that age for sure is gonna lean towards like, I want to, find more pussy. More pussy is good.
You don't think there's some weird
and not
controlling...
locking down one pussy and having a kid at age 21? That is definitely not the mindset of most 20-year-old guys.
What about a very insecure person has commitment issues, and then this chick is like beautiful because the way she describes her,
he's reaching up. Yeah, to lock her down. Even if he's not going to stay with her, he'll cheat on her. But do you think he would pop a baby in there just so he can have his fucking baby mama and control her?
That's a very scary person then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
But that's like, I don't know.
It's all context.
I'd have to really make sure that was the conversation that went down.
It sounds like a bad joke.
Exactly.
And his friends were like, okay, moving on to the next thing.
They're like, that was not funny, but we're not going to fucking tell you that.
Yeah, this guy's kind of a dumbass anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. I do like your initial answer. I was like, I think I would probably tell Josh, because that's what I would want from my girlfriend, so I heard it too. Yeah. Because I don't want to get pregnant.
The other thing is the fact that this girl isn't really close with the girlfriend.
Yeah. She doesn't know any of it.
You're not close to Josh. You spoke to him like,
I feel like
2 times.
Yeah, a handful of times,
Mm-hmm.
But based off of what I feel like they're closer than she is with the girl. From the way it was described to me.
Also, I feel like a guy would listen to another guy saying like, yo, bro, I fucking heard this shit about this chick being crazy. Like the other guy would be like, oh, for real? And then, but like a girl saying like, I heard your boyfriend fucking saying this fucked up shit. She'd be like, who the fuck are you, bitch? Like, why are you getting in my fucking relationship?
Because it's very uncommon for a guy to want to lock a girl down by like getting her pregnant.
Yeah, and then also, how does he mess with the pills? Like, because you can tell if a pill's been popped out of the foil. Like, so
what would you even do to it?
Yeah, exactly. What was it just sounds like a bad joke, like honestly, like, but I don't know, like, it's really fucked up if it's true, but how the mechanics of it doesn't add up to me. And the just him being 21 and 23, it just sounds like a stupid thing that he said, like offhanded.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I would hate to be the one that brushed it off and like didn't say anything, and then he really is messing with her pills. I just don't see how does he do that?
Like, it doesn't make sense.
Like, how does it even work?
All right, good. We got Case in here. Thanks, Case. Thanks, Case. Love you, man. Thanks for telling Josh. I don't want babies.
I'm glad that you said that you would immediately tell Josh and also be like, I would talk to Tiff.
Like poking holes in condoms is way easier to do than messing with birth control.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Next one says, boyfriend's prank injured me and I can't go to work or school.
Oh.
The boyfriend is 23 years old. The girlfriend is 22. It says, a lot of my classes were online this year, but as of this semester, I was going in person. I've known my boyfriend, Evan, going back a few years, enough to be comfortable with cracking jokes and a humorous relationship. Our parents were friends too, but we started dating in college. A couple of weeks ago, we had our first time, but the reason I'm writing this is because of what happened on our second.
of having sex?
I think so.
Okay.
A couple of days ago.
How old are they? Did they mention?
She is 23. No, I'm 22. Sorry. He is 23. She's 22.
Okay.
A couple of days ago, he asked if I could do the splits after getting undressed because he knew that I used to dance. But when I told him that it's been a few years since I've actually stretched, he said it was fine. However, after I tried and was quite far from touching the ground, he jokingly came over and tried to encourage me while pushing me down on my back leg, even after I told him to stop numerous times.
Nope, that's abuse.
No, that's not okay.
Goodness. Ow.
What the fuck?
The only reason he stopped was because I screamed after he pushed me too far, and I couldn't even stand up on my own without it burning.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Yeah, that's abuse.
When I told him to call an ambulance, he said I was, quote, overreacting and that, quote, I should know how he likes to joke around because, quote, I do it too.
No.
This guy sucks.
I hate this guy.
But never past the point of someone telling me to stop or something that could hurt someone.
Exactly.
He literally wanted me to lay on the ground until, quote, it passed so that we can continue. But as it kept hurting...
Wait, continue having sex?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, this guy's heartless.
Yeah, I don't like this guy at all. It makes me kind of sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But as it kept hurting and he finally called an ambulance, he did it with an attitude and was pissed when they came.
He's terrible.
Wow.
I hope this guy fucking dies.
He belongs in the dumpster.
Damn.
I'm not here to ask whether I should break it up with him or not. This was our second time and the first and last red flag in bed.
Thank you.
He pranked me in the past in some other fun ways, but this was the first that he's ignored me saying stop. And I'll even consider it to be a prank at all, despite how he keeps referring to it as that. It was a prank.
Nope.
I couldn't even put my pants on before the ambulance came.
What's the gotcha?
Yeah.
Gotcha, right? You can't do the splits and you got injured instead.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
You got pranked, bro.
I couldn't even put my pants on before the ambulance came and was embarrassed the whole time under a blanket while he sat there pissed at me. When I got to the hospital...
He's projecting. He's pissed with himself.
Yeah. When I got to the hospital, they told me that I had torn muscle tissue that would require surgery to repair. And as a result, I'm going to have to miss work for an extended amount of time to let it rest before eventual rehab.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Rehab?
This motherfucker.
Yeah. I have a full-time job and about a week.
Break a kneecap on this guy.
I have a full-time job and about a week at PTO, and because I'll be gone longer, I'll be taking an LOA.
Leave of absence.
And won't be able to go on vacation that's already paid for, although I'm hoping...
She missed her vacation.
Fuck this guy.
He better reimburse her for all this.
Wow.
The ambulance, the vacation, the missed work.
Exactly.
I would be suing this motherfucker.
Salary. Fuck yeah.
He probably has nothing but his parents. Damn. Somebody.
Oh my God. My question is, my parents don't want to help me press charges because they are friends with Evan's parents.
Oh.
I hate it.
I forgot that part.
But that's their choice. I still want to press because he's also...
I'm glad she wants to.
I still want to press charges because he's also started talking shit about me online.
Oh my God. This guy
about how I, quote, overreacted to his, quote, prank.
A doctor says you need surgery. That's not an
surgery
overreaction.
And rehab.
Bro, what? This guy's delusional.
Yeah. He's trying to downplay it because he feels so guilty.
After friends found out about my
guess what
injury.
Race he is? He's white.
But my
only
parents,
you can say that, Jess.
But my parents don't want me to and said I don't have a case anyways. I don't think that's true.
Wait,
that's not true.
Excuse me.
I don't think so.
No.
Why do the parents not have her back?
I don't understand.
God. They have their friends back.
Yeah. They have their reputation in mind. That's why I think they're white.
I don't think that's true, but I want to ask, do I have grounds to sue him? And how should I manage the friends that he's trying to win over to his side when I can't go see them freely like I can?
Oh, I hope there's lawyers in the comments, please.
Oh, yeah. What are the comments
Didn't that
say?
one coach get sued? Because
there was a cheerleading coach that got fired and sued for a cheerleading coach.
Because he was pressing down when they were trying to do the splits and telling her to go further when she was
ripped
crying.
a girl's groin or whatever.
So same thing.
Yeah, same shit.
And then
that's
what happened
totally
to him?
Unprofessional.
He got
I
what?
remember.
He got sued?
He definitely got fired.
Something. Yeah, something.
I hope she sues the fuck out of him and his parents and ruin their goddamn lives. Top comment says, hold on, let me get this straight. His prank resulted in you needing surgery? Mm-hmm. And he still thinks you're overreacting?
Yeah, exactly. He can't even cop up, and that's the most infuriating part. He can't even take accountability and be like, holy shit, proof. I'm so sorry. That was way too far. Yeah. I fucked up. I crossed the line. Can't even say that.
Nope.
And then it's going further and doubling down and like
and talking shit
being
about
like, what
her.
a bitch.
All because sex and he wanted to get off, dude.
Ew.
What the fuck? Second comment says, your parents are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck her parents. Oh my God. Third comment says, I imagine that would be grounds for suing. He kept pushing your body's limits despite you telling him to stop. And in doing so,
it's a violation.
He seriously hurt you. Between that and
Assault.
the fact that...
Yeah, it still could be considered sexual assault because he's
Absolutely.
like violating
I think it's
with
sexual assault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between that and the fact that this has caused you to miss work, I'd be more surprised if you didn't have a case. And honestly, there's nothing you can tell your friends but the truth. If they're on his side, they're crappy friends and you're better off without them anyways. Oh God, I hope she sues him for everything that he has. What a piece of shit.
Same.
That's insane. You can't force someone to do splits like that.
And she missed her vacation.
Yeah, and work.
Yeah.
She has literal monetary damages from this.
And then her friends.
And emotional
Like,
damages.
what's going on with the friends again? What was the friends' part? That he's trying to win them over?
Like,
he talked shit about her to them, but it didn't say what the friends' reactions were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I hope they hear her
Poor
out.
girl.
Poor
She should be posting like the fucking bills, the evidence,
Yeah.
the medical bill. Be like, this is just a prank.
I'm just
overreacting.
making up having surgery.
Yeah, and it's not like she could force herself to do the splits farther. Like someone had to push her that way for the muscles to tear. It's not like that story could be made up.
Right.
Anyway, sue him, take him for everything that he has. Fuck your parents, punch him in the goddamn face and leave. Ugh.
Sue your own parents.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
The only hard part about it is how much lawyers cost.
Jesus Christ.
There's probably a lawyer that would take that case and
Pro
just take
bono?
a cut after. Like they'll take a cut of the winnings
Once
or
you
whatever.
win.
Yeah. So sue the fuck out of them. Fuck your parents.
Yeah.
Move
Yeah.
out. Fuck
Yeah.
them. I'm sorry. I hope you recover. And I hope that guy.
Dang, all of these were dump your to the streets.
Yeah. To the streets.
To
Get
the
fuck out of here.
streets. You haven't
Jesus
said that in a
Christ.
long time.
I know.
Seriously. All right, well, that's the end of our episode. Thanks for watching, you guys.
Thank
you. Leave comments below on what you guys think about these relationship advice topics that we went through. What do you guys think that they should do? Check out our sponsors in the description box. Follow, like, subscribe. We love you. See you guys next week. Be good. Don't talk to strangers. Love you.
Bye.